Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer! Hello,
right.
Boring Review Nation!
Kind of pointless.
We know all things.
All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Joey there.
Nick there, and you just missed that. I made him restart 3 times.
3 times. And I made this sound. It's not
Yes.
what you think it is. So, we are here looking at another comedian reaction. This is a comedian that we've not reacted to. Thank you so much for the request. Whoever brought it to us, I already forgot. And we're looking, I first thought it was NEMR, like an abbreviation or something like that. But no, that's his name from what I can find. NEMR?
Like NEMR.
Abu Nassar
NEMR.
goes by NEMR.
NEMR.
Let us know how to say it below. He's close to my age, but he still is younger. How dare you? And he is a comedian from Lebanon, which is awesome because I had a student this year that moved, just at the end of the year, his family moved from Lebanon, first to Texas for 2 months, and then here to the great state of Nevada.
Very exciting.
So, and it was crazy because 2 months of English so far. He speaks Lebanese, or no, Arabic, excuse me, and French. Not sure the French. Maybe if you're from Lebanon, you can tell us if there's a lot of people in Lebanon that speak French. But he was already speaking English pretty decently after 2 months. This kid was super smart.
That's crazy. And they do say that if you know more than one language, it's easier to learn other languages.
What, in 2 months?
And, well, they do say most
And he was reading.
Well, that is pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. Maybe his parents worked really hard with him.
Yeah.
They do say, though, that
And
most...
maybe learn some where he was from, too.
Yeah. Most countries in, the European continent area, even, Eastern European, Europe, they learn multiple languages.
Are you trying to say we're dumb here?
Well, we just don't really enforce it, at all.
No, education's not as high on the totem pole.
No.
But that's my connection to Lebanon. So far I have a fantastically positive connection. It's there, I think it's north of Israel, if I'm not mistaken, in that parts of the world there. And we're going to react to him. We got a few requests for this one, kind of around the same time, too. Maybe it was the same person with different names. Who knows? But it worked. The request got in. If you're excited for our reaction to this, and this one is Fighting ISIS with Comedy, which is funny because we just reacted to Deliso, and he mentioned ISIS in his set. So, it is what it is. But if you're excited for this reaction, if you like what you see, please don't forget to
like and subscribe, and then hit that notification bell so you're aware of our next videos.
Ding, ding. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and check this out.
Is it really oot?
Oot.
I thought it was out.
That's how, the stereotypes for people that are making impressions of Canadians say it. Stereotypes got to be right?
Mm-hmm, totally.
I'm sure someone says it like that besides me. All right, here we shamizzle.
Ooh, changing it up.
Look, comedy is the most powerful weapon you have. You know what the biggest war in the world happening right now is?
recording
The
this?
war of
Yeah,
narrative.
she totally is.
And the war of narrative jokes are your nuclear weapon.
I thought that
Don't
same
give that
thing.
away. We should never even consider toying with jokes. When we fought ISIS here in Lebanon, we won with jokes. Remember when ISIS tried to come into the country, we fought them militarily first, right?
Look at all
We
those
crushed them at the
people.
border.
Whoa.
3,000 of them tried to get into Lebanon, and we destroyed them. Decimated. Decimated. I was so surprised when I tell people in America about this, they don't know. Because we never talk about it. Because it's not a big deal. Dude, I don't know why in America the media hyped up ISIS like they were this incredible military force
They did.
with divine power that would never be defeated. These are people who fight in flip-flops for... You lose a very important tactical military advantage when you fight in flip-flops. The element of surprise. Are you gonna sneak up on your enemy? You're like, let's go. Stop. You can't.
Still recording.
You can't ambush effectively.
Hopefully she's his wife.
Dude, 3,000 of them tried to get into Lebanon. We heard them all the way from Syria. What is that, thunder? No, they're fucking slippers. Jesus Christ. And I tell people in America this, and they're like, oh, NEMR, you make jokes, but it must be because you have a very powerful military. That's why it was so easy. I say, well, let me tell you about the Lebanese military then. The men and women in uniform in our military are probably the most powerful warriors you'll ever see in your life anywhere in the world. That's a fact. That's a fact. But I tell them the reason that is because they have to be, because that's all we have. We don't have an infrastructure military like the American military. Dude, when our soldiers go into battle, they don't go in with like air support and naval support.
Sure, we have
We
all
give
that.
them emotional support. That's the best we can do. We put up a billboard, we say hello. Emotional support. And you know who are from the Lebanese mothers? Lebanese mothers are the backbone of our military might.
That's awesome.
Literally. Lebanese mothers. I've met soldiers here, and I've picked them up because they're hitchhiking. Oh, to stop the land. I'm going to go fight ISIS. Fikat talani. Yeah, I can. That's my emotional support. Jump in. Benzine alayhi. I am a patriot. Don't worry, I got you. What on your mind? I got you. Right? I've talked to them. Dude, Lebanese mothers will call their sons on the battlefield here and do what every good Lebanese or Arab mother is supposed to do, put pressure on their child to perform better. They'll give them a call like, hello, Habibi, how are you today? Did you kill anyone today? He'll be like, no, ya mama, I couldn't. They were hiding. And she'd be like, no. I taught you better than this. My neighbor, her son killed 3. Is she better than your mother?
She better than your mother. It's all about the mom.
Listen, kill 2. Tillak itnin. Just 2. Just 2. And then, ta'al bet, come home, I have made your favorite food. And this is amazing. This is something you should know. It doesn't matter where you're from in this world. When your mom says, I've made your favorite food, 9 times out of 10, it's what she believes your favorite food should be. But it's not your favorite
You're like,
food.
Mom, I don't even like that.
The go-to food in the Middle East to disappoint your children, specifically in Lebanon, is mjaddara. This is the most disappointing thing. It literally looks like somebody threw up in your plate. Would you like some mjaddara? Some yogurt? Salad? Salad? And dude, the soldiers know this. They're like, I'm not going back. She didn't make lasagna. She made mjaddara. I'm going to stay here and fight ISIS, and that's how we won.
That's how we
A
won.
mixture of Lebanese moms and mjaddara, or Lebanese M&M, and we annihilated fucking ISIS. It was that simple. It was that simple. Ridiculous. And you guys should be happy that I'm in America, because there is something happening in America right now that, thank God, I have gone there to clarify this situation. We're going to take a bit of a detour from the story just to acknowledge something that is happening that's terrible in America. All vegan and vegetarian food in America is becoming Lebanese cuisine, and it's unacceptable.
Sorry.
You have no idea. All these restaurants are serving Lebanese food, like the mtabal, baba ganoush. They put hummus, the grape leaves, wara anab. They have tabouli, fattoush salad. Dude, they have lentil soup. I even saw mjaddara at a few restaurants. I'll meet people now. They're like, where are you from? I'm like, oh, I'm Lebanese. They're like, oh my God, I'm vegan. I'm like, no.
That's awesome.
We're the terrorists. Don't confuse us with that vegan bullshit. It's Al-Qaeda, not Al-Quinoa. Remember that. Remember that, my friend. Look, do we have anything to do with the terrorism? No. Is Afghanistan even remotely close to Lebanon? No. But if I'm going to be racially profiled in America, if I'm going to be stopped by the security at the airport, the TSA, for a random check,
They probably do.
I would rather, every day
absolutely.
of the week, I would rather they stop me under the suspicion of terrorism than
A
to
vegan?
accuse me of being a vegan. Are you kidding me? Those people are way too extreme.
I agree. Sorry.
You know, that's my favorite joke to tell, because I always know whenever I tell that joke that there's most probably like a vegan in the crowd, and they want to protest, but they can't because they don't have the energy. And it makes me so happy. It really does, on the inside. That joke's for me. I'm glad you enjoyed it, but that was for me. Because I know there's a vegan out there who's like, no, that's not... Asparagus juice, do they have asparagus water?
Asparagus juice or water. Wow.
They have carrot juice and celery water.
I was going to say, now, again, this is me just not knowing. I was going to say, like, he's got a really, really good American accent, right? But I'm thinking, okay, he speaks English so well that maybe it's just, like in other countries, it's just one of the languages that's taught. But then he mentioned being in America for some time. But, I mean, his voice, honestly, it reminded me of Vince Vaughn to a certain degree.
I can
right?
see that.
Like the tone and everything.
I don't think he did, but I can see where you see that.
That's
but
what I just kept thinking.
I will say, I know that the thing I struggle with the most in learning a language, which I still stink at, I can learn to speak it, but I can't translate it. So, like, I can't interpret it when people talk back to me.
You can learn to speak a language?
A little bit.
I have no chance.
I learned Spanish in high school, but I forgot a lot of it. And I was learning French for that a little bit. If you remember a few years ago, I could speak it. I just couldn't understand when anybody talked back to me. I was like,
That's not a good sign.
I even struggle with sign language, like interpreting. I have to like go back and like remember. It's just something I struggle with. But I know that when I was trying to learn languages, even when I tried to learn French and it had me talk back, it'd always be like, your accent is off. Your accent is off. So typically when you learn a language,
pronunciation,
accent is part of it. So they probably taught it. And they taught English
but he
too.
is like...
But he is. He's got the accent down to a T.
Let us know, if you will, anyone from Lebanon, thanks for watching this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If English is one of the national languages there in Lebanon, who knows? And if his accent is, I guess, typical for people that living in Lebanon, or maybe he's just well-traveled and he's been in America for a while. I don't know. But I really liked him, NEMR, right? I thought he was hilarious. I wasn't sure where he was going with the jokes, which is a good thing, right? He was talking about the ISIS thing for a while, but then he was switching here and there. I gotta admit, I love the vegan part because I'm not vegan, okay? And maybe it's an insecurity thing, but I agree. I think just a little extreme. I know we have a lot of vegetarians that watch our videos, probably a lot of vegans too. No offense, but I gotta say that was probably my favorite part. It's like, you confuse me for being terrorist any day of the week. Not vegan, though.
Well, the funny thing is that so many Americans are. So many. Like, it was like, I know a lot of people are for health reasons and stuff.
Recently.
It's definitely like a trend.
They've come out of the woodwork.
It's definitely a trend. And I'm not saying anything against it. Like, my sister was vegan for years and years and years.
You can eat whatever way you want.
It's up to you.
Just don't make me do it, please.
And I'm not a huge meat person. But I will say that we are dropping in numbers of people who are vegan and vegetarian. Like, it was this huge thing, and then people are starting to eat meats again. Because he is right. Like, that was the biggest issue. Like, my sister had. It's an energy level thing too, and it's a not getting your body the right nutrients it needs. Because if you're not going to eat protein from meat, then you need to supplement it. And a lot of times, people aren't as educated. Not everybody, but some people are not as educated as how much you need and where to get it.
I wouldn't be educated, and you're right. That's the thing. Like, jumping into the fad without really knowing, well, then where am I going to get my protein from? Where am I going to get my iron from? Where am I going to get this or that from? Now, there are countries like India where I would say it's probably more than half vegetarian, right? And like he's talking about the menu items there in Lebanon or whatever. It's, America, sometimes we're a little too much meat, right? And everything.
Yes.
And so it's knowing, like, I want to be vegan, so let me figure out all the things I can do. And I've met people who are Americans that have been vegans for years, and, they can cook really, really good, and the food tastes delicious.
Yeah.
But not to get too much on that, talking about NEMR right here, very curious about his background, but he was very, very funny, and he was very, very confident. Maybe it was just his whole persona kind of reminded me of like a Vince Vaughn character. I don't know, but I kept getting Vince Vaughn somehow.
His persona, yeah. He definitely has like just a confidence.
Was it like a New York vibe too? Or a New Jersey vibe, kind of this or that?
I think it's just kind of that confidence that they come in and you're automatically like, yeah, whatever you say is right. Yeah, totally. Uh-huh.
Truth.
Yeah, like you don't even like question it. And the confidence just to say things that most people wouldn't say.
Yeah.
Like that vegan thing, like you would not make that comment out on the streets.
he's like,
just saying.
On the strength to say anything anyways.
Yeah.
No, but he was definitely funny. Let us know if you enjoyed it. Comment below. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. Try to say that too fast. But with all that being said, thanks for watching this, and until next time.
Goodbye. But wait. Also add in the comments, what is a food that your mom thinks is your favorite that's not really your favorite?
My mom's favorite thing to say is, oh, you like this.
Yeah, she does. She says it with everything.
Thanks.
You love this, Nick. You like this.
I had forgotten. Thanks for reminding me. With that being said, until next time.
Goodbye.